conversation in the Valley. CBS 5 Morning News.
Oh, I'm sure many of you moms can agree. The moment I got pregnant, I developed a laundry list of questions, and most of them have to do with safety. So being the traffic reporter, I decided to call in Captain Robert Johnson to talk about car seat safety. Thanks for waking up with us.
Glad to be here.
Because it's so important. In fact, we're hearing that about 80% of people install the car seats incorrect the first time around.
That is correct, and even for the ones that do install it correctly, when they do make an appointment to come and have it inspected, they don't know they're using it the correct way. So
Either way, it's a lose-lose.
Yeah. So we'll start by talking about newborns.
Right.
Okay. From newborn all the way up to 2 years old, you want to keep the child rear facing. All right. Now,
and it's rear facing in the back seat in the middle.
Rear facing in the back seat in the middle. Most crashes are in the front of the car, so the further away you are from the crash, the safer you are. That means the back seat is the safest for anybody that's riding in the car. Now, because of side impact, that makes the middle rear position the safest.
Okay.
Okay. Now, from there, if you pick either side, statistics show that sides aren't. If you pick a side, one's not safer than the other.
Sure.
So if you can pick the middle, that's best. Other than that, you go to one of the sides.
Now, so that's from newborn to about 2 years old.
2 years old, correct.
And then after that, you get moved to a car seat, which you can see here. This is Nicole's van, and she has a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. Now, talk about her situation.
Okay, 3-year-old and 5-year-old. 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds are going forward facing. Now, before I move to that, I want to say that you don't want to move to the next step as soon as you can. Like, rear facing, you'll have a harness that may go to 35 pounds.
Okay.
If the child is 2 years old and they're 30 pounds, it is safer rear facing than it is forward facing. So don't be in a hurry to move to the next step. Use the seat you have as long as you can, as long as the child fits the seat.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Now, for forward facing, okay, the harness is here. You want to make sure you select the right seat. Okay, that the child fits the seat as far as the manufacturer's recommendations. Now, with the harness,
Are you installing?
I'm going to tell you how you put the child in the seat. I'm going to tell you how you put the child in the seat, and then how you put the seat in the car.
Okay.
Great. Now, to put the child in the seat is pretty easy. You have the harness. It's a 5-point harness. You're going to connect the crotch strap first, and then this harness retainer clip. Now, you want to tighten these straps up to where at the shoulder, if you do the pinch test at the shoulder, if you pinch slack, tighten it up some more.
Okay.
Okay. Once it's tight, this harness retainer clip here that slides. If I draw a line from armpit to armpit, this clip goes high on the chest. On that line, it's an important part of the installation.
And that's probably a big mistake that people make.
That's a big mistake. When the clip is down here in a forward crash, it's almost like wearing just a lap belt. It will allow the child to come forward, and the seat belt would actually injure the child.
Okay.
Okay? Now, once the harness is tight, you got everything in, the child is in there right, the slots right here. A lot of seats, you have 2 slots. A lot of seats will have levels of slots up that you adjust. This one has slots that adjust up and down. Now, you have to read your owner's manual to figure out how the slots adjust up and down. Now, forward facing, you want these slots just above the shoulders so that this strap right here comes over the shoulders and goes up.
Okay.
You don't want to cupping the child in, okay? And that is something that you would want for rear facing.
And let's just get to, just for time's sake,
Yeah.
Following this type of forward-facing car seat, you move on to the booster seat until 8 years old or 12 years old.
Until 8 years old. Now, really, the height is 4'9".
Okay.
If you're not 4'9", you don't fit the seat belts in the car the correct way. And if you're not wearing the seat belts the correct way, you really don't have to get into a crash. A really fast stop, the seat belt can hurt you if it's not crossing your body correctly. Now, what the booster does is it lifts the child up. So instead of the lap belt crossing the stomach, when it lifts them up, the lap belt will cross the lap in the strong parts of the body. The shoulder belt, instead of touching the neck, where most kids will take the belt and put it behind them, which is not safe, it'll move the shoulder belt between here and here across the strongest part of the body on the shoulder. Okay, and that's what boosters do. They lift the child up to place the regular seat belts across their body in the correct position.
And it's always good to double check, if not triple check. And the Phoenix Fire Department, you can actually call, make an appointment, go down there, and you guys help install these car seats, which I will be doing before giving birth.
That's correct. And we're getting a lot of people just going to a fire station
and
knocking on the door. Okay, not all firefighters are car seat technicians. You'll have to call and make an appointment. We want to make sure there's going to be a car seat technician there to help you.
But the good news is this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. there is a Phoenix Fire Department open house where you can actually get your car seats installed, and people will be on hand to answer very important questions. And you could visit our website at cbs5az.com for a whole list of those specific fire station locations. Thank you so much from me and my little baby. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to toss it over to Pat.